Now, over in Paris, President Park Geun and some 140 heads of states have gotten together for the UN Climate Change Conference. This year, the leaders are working on launching a new global climate system. Our presidential office correspondent Hwang Sung is traveling with the president, and she joins us on the line from Paris. Sung, give us the details.
Hi, Ganyoung. At this year's UN Climate Change Conference in Paris, world leaders are aiming to achieve a successor treaty to the 1997 Kyoto Protocol, which expires in 2020. Now, previously, the UN-led talks focused on haggling over the developed world's targets for emissions reductions, but this year they emphasized action by all countries. Now, all participants submitted national climate change plans ahead of time, which is known as Intended Nationally Determined Contributions, or INDC. Korea has set the ambitious goal of slashing greenhouse gas emissions by 37% by 2030. This was reiterated in President Park's speech as she laid out South Korea's efforts to counter climate change at today's opening session. She emphasized the urgency of the issue and called for collective international efforts for a successful launch of a new climate system. President Park also stressed that Korea is aiming to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by fostering a new energy industry. Part of the plan is making zero energy buildings obligatory step by step and making the resort island of Jeju a carbon-free island. This means Jeju Island will only run on renewable energy and there will only be electric cars on its roads. And by doing that, President Park said that Korea will be able to create a new market worth $100 billion by 2030 and make 500,000 jobs. Aside from the climate conference, the South Korean leader has a busy day ahead of her. She's also set to hold a summit with Russian President Vladimir Putin and visit the Louvre Museum for a Korean fashion design exhibition in the evening. As for tomorrow, President Park will give a speech at the UNESCO headquarters and become the first South Korean leader to do so. Ganyoung?
All right, Sung-hee. Thank you, Sung-hee, for that, and I'm sure you will keep us updated on the president's schedule ahead. That was our Hwang Sung-hee reporting from Paris, France.